Wow, that's pretty red. Alright, not too red. Hey guys, Jonathan here for Just My Tech. And in today's video, I actually tried to get back to the roots like I've been trying to do, and did a comprehensive, well, okay, scratch that. Not a comprehensive, but kind of did a quick overview of the Samsung Galaxy S10 image stabilization video mode versus the Note 9 on the Zhiyun Smooth 4 gimbal. Let's see how it went. Hey guys, Jonathan here for Just My Tech, and in today's video I'm going to go ahead and test the rear facing cameras on the S10 Plus compared to the Note 9, but I'm using the image stabilization on the S10 Plus up against a Note 9 on a gimbal. So let's get started. Alright, so just kind of holding it the same distance. No ninja walking, just regular walks. To the right, you could see this is the S10 Plus. Kind of trying to keep them at the same position. And sorry for the wind, I didn't bring my Rode mic. Just kind of give you an idea of how stable it is along this fence. So right now what I'm doing, I'm actually hand holding the S10 Plus and then controlling the Note 9 with the gimbal. You can tell the colors are a little bit better in the S10. They're more vibrant, which is kind of funny because the Note 9 and the S10 hardware wise share the same identical camera. So that's why I'm doing this test. If you're wondering, the gimbal that I'm using is a Smooth 4 that I've done reviews on. Link in the description. Actually, I'll leave a card up top. So right now, just doing a normal walk around the neighborhood. I'm kind of speeding up because my family's ahead of me already. Let's see if anything happens. And I'm keeping them at the same level. I'm trying to keep the same angle as well. It's kind of a tricky thing because the gimbal is always adjusting, and I've got to adjust to the gimbal. Not really caring whether I look like a fool videotaping this around the neighborhood. I do these videos for you guys. Doing them on a bi-weekly basis. You guys want to see quick snippets of information? I am toying with that idea of doing kind of like a live cast. But we'll kind of see. You guys tell me what you want. If I can do it, I'll do it. Now I'm keeping this more eye level, just for the fact it's a little straining on the shoulders and hands to balance this out. Alright, and that's been the full test with the Note 9 on a gimbal and the S10 with image stabilization. So yeah, as you can see in the footage, the video is pretty good, and it's come a long way, as in Samsung's image stabilization is pretty good if you actually worked with it, which I didn't do in this video. I was clear and honest about the fact that I wasn't trying to do a ninja walk. I wasn't trying to do anything special. I was just trying to do everyday video like you would do, well, like in a video, walking around with my wife and my kids, just walking around the neighborhood trying to kind of do video here and there. Now I'm pretty sure if I actually tried to get nice stabilized video and I wasn't doing aggressive moves or anything like that, I'm pretty sure I could have gotten pretty good video as compared to the gimbal. But the one thing that I wanted to show is that out of the box, could anybody just utilize this video? Could they recreate what a gimbal could recreate? Because even with the gimbal, I was holding it in my left hand versus holding the S10 in my right hand, and I wasn't doing anything special with the gimbal. So I just want to go back and forth, side by side, and show you how the video will look. Now, for myself, there are some drawbacks. So kind of like with anything out there right now, your best bet is 1080p. Now, I did notice that out of the box, the 1080p is at 30 frames per second. Now, I don't film typically at 30 frames per second. I film at 24 frames per second because I like to give the cinematic feel and I like the richness, the color. I don't like a lot of motion blur or anything like that. So, out of the box, I did do the comparison and they were both set at 1080p at 34 frames per second. If I was given a chance, I would have actually utilized Filmic Pro. Filmic Pro is something that I actually film with on the daily when I'm utilizing my smartphone for video, and it's something I like because of the fact that you can control the frame rates, you can control the resolution for the most part. There is a caveat because Samsung doesn't allow third-party apps to utilize the 60 frames per second in 4K, which is something I'll actually break down in another video. But there are caveats. So right now, 1080p at 30 frames per second is what you're gonna get. Now, you can always downgrade the frames or downsize the video, but at 34 or 30 frames per second, you're not really killing it. And to be quite honest, you're trying to get just stabilized video. Would I recommend this video versus putting your smartphone on a gimbal? For the average consumer, yeah, I would. It's something nice and simple. It allows you to get stable video and you don't have to worry about like shaky, crazy, aggressive hands. Nor do you have to have somebody who's going to be professionally trained or trying to be professionally trained and doing the ninja walk. You can get stabilized video out of the box, and I wouldn't say it's GoPro Hero 7 footage, but it's getting pretty close. Now the key thing, if you notice at the beginning of the video, Samsung actually did portrait style video. Now I don't know if it's supposed to actually work better, but in my testing, I found it's really up to you. It's up to the person filming it, whether it's on a tripod or if they were actually trying to keep it more stable. Of course, with anything handheld, if you actually focus on it, you can get some pretty decent video and you kind of cut in and remove some of the jitter with image stabilization or stabilization through like Final Cut Pro. But in my testing, I found it's not bad. Now for somebody who's trying to create like a YouTube channel, it would work in the time being. It's pretty good. But if anything, you're gonna wanna upgrade. So it's a good stopgap for now. Now, of course, if you're doing a YouTube channel, I would recommend going with the gimbal. With that being said, it's not a bad solution. So I would actually highly recommend it for family filming, for just like family events in general, capturing the kids around the house and just getting portrait moments. But if you were upgrading and you kind of know you're gonna get the itch to upgrade your video and stuff like that, say for media creation, videography, or just for YouTube in general, I would probably go with the gimbal, but it's a good starter. So as always, if you guys like these videos, go ahead, let's get social. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And as always, if you really like these videos, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you really, I know I'm overusing that, really like these videos, go ahead, hit subscribe. All of the support that you can provide is great, and we're always trying to grow this channel to be your channel. So as always, I'm Jonathan here for Just My Tech, and I'll catch you on the next. Alright.